Alright guys, a few people have asked me where this video is. Well, here it is. This is Titanfall 2. Sorry guys, first impressions for a game like this actually take a little longer because it's got a big multiplayer component. So I put about 10 hours into it, which might seem like a lot, but not with this game and this kind of multiplayer. So let's take a look at the video. You've got full screen borderless window here. You've got 16:9. I'm not going to click on these because it'll try and change them. You've got a decent amount of resolutions, brightness, field of view, which keeps resetting itself for some stupid-ass reason. Colorblind mode on and off. You've got protanopia, deuteranopia, and tritanopia, so you've got the three major ones. Smooth sprint view, which is nice because there's less screen shake when you sprint. Now, here's the good stuff. You've got VSync triple buffered. You've got adaptive VSync, VSync half refresh. I actually like the triple buffered on this one. You've got your adaptive resolution FPS target. So you can actually set what you want in here. It scales up and down quite nicely. The game will go over 60. I'm going to leave it locked in. You've got anti-aliasing. I believe you actually have to turn the VSync off to... No? No, you're just not going to let me mess with it. Okay. Whatever. Not quite sure why that's locked out. Texture quality, very high, insane, low. I'm leaving it on very high. I have noticed some problems with insane. Actually, let's do it on insane and see. Texture filtering, trilinear, bilinear, anisotropic. Ambient occlusion on or off. You've got sun shadow detail, spot shadow detail, dynamic spot shadows. Model detail only goes to high. So does effects detail, impact marks, and ragdolls. You've got a lot of different things here, so we're going to apply these. So the game has a pretty good amount of options. One thing you'll notice it's not in here, and you're going to see it in this video, is motion blur. It's going to look kind of shitty on YouTube because it's going to tear all over the place. So let's go into mission select for the campaign. There is some really, really cool stuff here. Let's go ahead and do the beacon. This is kind of a not-so-spoiler one that's kind of neat. So yes, this game does have a... what am I trying to say? It does have a single-story campaign, which was a big problem with the first one. It didn't have one, and it wasn't so awesome. So I'm skipping the first chapter because there's a kind of boss fighty thing in there. I'll talk about the boss fights, but I'm not really going to play one for you guys. So yeah, Respawn didn't do a story campaign in the first Titanfall. There was a story, but it was told through these in-game, in-match kind of things that were delivered through basically Skype windows, and they were aggravating as shit. Nobody knew what was going on. So the first thing you'll notice is the game looks pretty damn good. And it also has obnoxiously large gunmetal. So you play as a pilot named Jack Cooper. You can still do all the slidey stuff and wall running. You're very, very acrobatic in this game. I'll take that. It's got some nice environments, nice effects. So we're going to go ahead and head this way. We'll probably jump around in this mission just a little bit because I'm going to show you guys the stuff. But a lot of people's first question is going to be, is the feeling of movement still here? And it is. Now that's BT-7274, the Titan that you become paired with at the beginning of the game. And there's these moments where you can talk to him and choose your responses. They don't change anything, but they add to this nice buddy cop kind of sense to the game. And we almost died for no reason.
BT, remind me what I'm doing here.
Your mission is to obtain an arc tool. Using it, we can jumpstart the power systems and get the beacon back online.
So we're trying to get this beacon back online. The story is kind of very generic sci-fi stuff. Evil military kind of corporation and plucky colonists. It's not bad. It's not great either, though. You find yourself fighting mostly robots and grunts a lot of the time, but what really sets the game apart is the mobility. You're very quick. You can wall run, you can jump, you can do all kinds of crazy things. Oh, God. You can die. The enemies are kind of nothing to laugh at. We'll just shoot you guys with a magnetic grenade launcher, because, of course, that's a thing. Why wouldn't that be a thing? And why wouldn't a, like, phosphorus metal throwing star? I mean, why would you not have these things in a game? It's, makes perfect sense. So the weapons are kind of fun. They're pretty neat, in my opinion. They have a lot of punch to them. They sound pretty good. There's the pilot helmet there. Ow. There's a pilot helmet there, which is a collectible there. Scattered all over the levels. That missed by a mile. I'm really not making this look good, either. So yeah, let's just go ahead and... Ow. Get over here and kill these guys. Oh, hi. Shoot them in the back, they'll explode, as the game reminded me a while ago when I died like a noob to this thing. Right, that's done. We'll grab the helmet later. They've gone out of their way to make these really interesting spaces and challenges. There's actually a few moments in the campaign that surprised me with how creative the level design was. And the thing that I think a lot of people are going to like about it is they really go out of their way to make you feel like a complete badass.
Reveal a maximum depth of 300 meters.
What is this place?
The station's computer details this location as the power grid for an IMC interstellar beacon.
So let's take a look here.
Do not be afraid. Your jump kit
And we can take this fall.
bypass
A nice example of the
exhaust is offline.
superhuman nature of it. I'll head on down here and...
Arc tool detected at 30 meters.
So that fan is apparently strong enough to deflect bolts from a laser chain gun.
Well done, pilot. You have acquired the arc tool. Return to the control room.
So
Ready to jumpstart
this is an example of them using really interesting mechanics to move you through the levels. So this is the arc tool, and it's kind of a one-off just for this level, and it does a lot of interesting things in terms of messing with your mobility and kind of platforming puzzles. And there's a helmet up there. I've completely missed where I was supposed to go. So let's try this again. You wouldn't think I had already beat the campaign for this game the way I'm playing. Really. Screw you, game. Come on, let me in. There we go. There we go. So we'll swap back to that, and now we get to play with wind tunnels. Nothing too terribly complicated, but it's still neat. It's a nice change of pace from what you would get out of a lot of first-person shooters. Here we go. Ow. And we fucked up. Awesome. I am good at video games. I think I wall ran. Yep, that's how I got through it the first time. It's just like that. Now, you can just choose, in a lot of cases, to just run by the enemies, because they're dumber than a box of rocks, so... And then it gives you this insane little wall running sequence that is just insanely fast. And then they combine it all with you get this feeling that you're actually a complete badass. Now, in contrast to this, there's some really nice outdoor levels, which I can kind of show off real quick. Let's go with... I don't want to do the last mission. Let's go with a little bit of Titan action real quick, just to show that off to you guys. And then we'll jump into the multiplayer and talk about that. So, one of my impressions of the campaign, it's not the most incredible thing in the world story-wise. I think they did a great job with really intuitive level design, really interesting stuff. They've made it easy for you to move around as a pilot and as a Titan. The levels are designed with that in mind. There's one where you literally are in a giant factory as it's making colony buildings, and you run around on the conveyor belt, on the pieces of them as they're being mashed together, wall running and shooting. It's really well done. Now, one thing that's interesting about BT is he gets different loadouts, and they mimic the loadouts of the Titans that are in the multiplayer. This is kind of the default one that mimics the Titans in the original game, actually, Expedition. Let's take this guy out. There we go. So this is kind of an example of the outdoor levels. They're pretty interesting. They will do a lot of stuff where they have big set piece moments, of course, but and core abilities are almost like an ultimate in a MOBA, really. So they kind of changed the battlefield, and they're very important in multiplayer, actually. So that being said, you know, now that I've shown you guys kind of an example of both levels, also this is just gross overkill. Now, if you'll notice, it targeted those ground troops with the rockets as well. Oh, you're dead. And here's another loadout. Now you can grab these and you can switch between these on the fly. So we're going to switch to tone now. And this is also similar to one from the original game. And the salvo core is ridiculous. So, a lot of fun. Now, if I want to, I can switch right back to Expedition, catch this guy's shots, and then go right back to tone. I do wish there was a quicker switch option, but, I mean, it's nice to even have the ability. So, maybe in Titanfall 3? There we go. And there are some surprisingly interesting little moments in the story. It's definitely not bad. And you'll hit these moments where it wants you to hop out. And go around and do things without BT. Really? That sliding in and uppercutting somebody to death is... it just never gets old. So the gunplay is really fast, it's really smooth. The game feels great. They make you feel like an unstoppable badass as a pilot, and it's a very good thing. There we go. So let's hop into the multiplayer and talk about that. So once you get into multiplayer, you have a variety of different play modes. There's some that are back, there's some that are new. So Bounty Hunt's still here. Mixtape mixes them up. Amped Hardpoint is still here. That's basically Hardpoint from other games. Pilot versus Pilot with no Titan. Last Titan standing with no pilots. 8v8 mixtape and attrition, which is standard deathmatch. Capture the Flag, free-for-all, and private match beta. And there's also the Coliseum. Coliseum, you can buy a ticket and you can play, and if you win, you get an item. Now you have different loadouts, up to 10. You can customize pretty much everything in one, so I can customize my ordnance. Oh, I got the gravity star. Take that. You can customize skins, you can customize perks, you can unlock more perks for your weapons. As you can see here, I've got 2 for this one. You can unlock a pro screen. You can change these, your kit. So this is my power cell. It makes my tactical move come up quicker. I've got a kill report that marks enemies. You can do a wall hang, low profile, which gives you no jump jets. I want that one. Like no jump jet trail and silent climbing on Titans. This is your execution move. You can customize that. You can do that to all of these loadouts, and you can do it to your Titan. Not to the same level as the last one though. So for example, with Legion, I can't change Legion's weapon. I can't change any Titan's weapon. But I can change the kit, so I could change his smart core to be longer, make him move faster. Gun shield blocks more damage, enhanced ammo, camo, nose art. I can change his Titanfall kit. He comes in faster, or I can dome shield. And you can buy this. So if I wanted Warpfall, I can buy it, and it's now equipped. It wasn't going to unlock yet, but I can now have it. And you can also customize your boost, which is kind of a kill streak. So right now, I have amped weapons. I think I'll go with ticks. You can change your banner, your patch. It's got a lot of customization options. So let's play Bounty Hunt, because Bounty Hunt's kind of, I think, the best mode. In Bounty Hunt, it has the old AI running around, except this time they're kind of a third faction. You kill them, and you get money, and you turn it in at the end of a wave for a bonus. And, of course, the turn-in points become ridiculously hotly contested. And occasionally you'll call in enemy NPC Titans. So let's hop in and have a look.
The frontier is worth every part of this fight.
So here we go.
Eliminate remnant fleet forces.
And actually with this pilot, I do not have cloak. I actually have stim, which allows me to move faster.
Reinforcements inbound.
The maps are built with a lot of good options in mind. Now, I have seen some micro stutter in multiplayer, as just happened to me there. And I have tested and tried a lot of solutions that are online. I haven't gotten one to work. A lot of people have reported that some of them have worked for them. But they haven't for me. Time to kill is pretty quick. I'm not very good at this game, by the way, but the micro stutter does not help. For a game that performs so well in single player, it's kind of weird how oddly it can run sometimes in multiplayer. And I've had it seem fine, and I've had it not seem so fine. So I would assume that maybe they're working on it, and hopefully we'll get a decent patch. But right now, it's a little hit or miss. It doesn't mean it's not as ridiculously enjoyable as you would think, but it's just a little offsetting, or off-putting rather. So now we go turn in our money, which I don't actually think I have much. And you can see the whole fight like turning towards the bank. Now the whole time this is going on, you're trying to get your Titan called in as well. There's an upload bonus right over here, but there we go. One of the most common things you'll find is people camping the upload bonus. But One thing that I will say I very much God, that micro stutter, like about the almost got him, about the new Titans is that I can know at a glance what I'm looking at. I'd like to clarify for you guys, the stutter you're seeing occasionally is not my capture software. The game does this a lot. This is one of the bounty Titans I was talking about.
Well on your way to getting your Titan.
Now I can also throw out my ticks, which they'll run around and seek out targets. So every time I die, I lose a certain part of my money. Overall, I like the game as far as the multiplayer goes. I'm bad at it. I've never actually claimed to be that great at multiplayer shooters, though. At least not this type. Like there. Yeah, I don't know that there's really a whole lot more to say except the fact that I really do enjoy the game. There is a nice mechanic where you can take batteries from enemy Titans, and you can give them back to a friendly Titan or your Titan to actually gain back health and also some shields. Let's hop in our Titan here, and this will probably be a good way to wrap it on up. But and here we go with the ridiculous micro stutter again. That's, if I had a complaint about the game, it's that. It's really irritating, actually, and I'm not going to be able to kill him before my smart core. Yes, I am. Nice. Pilot locking. Oh. There we go. Yes, we do solve problems by shooting humans with Titans. That guy has nuclear eject. Not really sure where the pilot went, but whatever. Oh, that's not good. Damn, that was almost awesome. You get a feeling of being a real badass in this game's multiplayer. Oh, the smart pistol's also back, and this guy's also really bad with it, so... Let's see if we can... There goes one of my ticks, actually. What is going on with this? That was weird. Now, I'll go ahead and say it again. The performance issue with the micro stutter is maybe the one thing that holds this game back from being truly great in multiplayer to me. At least on PC. They need to fix it. But, yeah, all in all, Titanfall 2, a lot of fun. Highly recommend it. From everything I know, it plays extremely well on the consoles. Let's see if we can take one of his batteries. Now I can give this to my friendly Titan. Well, if he's injured, at least. Got him. Game makes you feel great. Especially when you get away from a Titan, run down the stairs, and go scooting through like that.
Remnant fleet reinforcements inbound. Pilot, your Titan is standing by. Stand by for Titanfall.
Let me in! Let me in! What? So he took one of my cores. Which is not okay, bro. This is the other Titan. He's got swords. And they have executions. But I'm going to get the assist on him, so... Now, one thing to note is that the minigame at the end, the whole evacuate thing, is actually still in the game. It's a good way for the losing team to actually earn a decent amount of XP.
Those Titans aren't an easy kill. Great job, pilot.
Enemy pilot still on me?
Battle's
No.
going well. I've got some talented pilots here.
You can also change your faction. I forgot to mention that, and it's mostly a cosmetic thing. It affects who you see in the dropship. It affects the voice you hear in battle. Still a fun touch, nonetheless. Knew it. Alright, let's get in here one more time.
Sector B is clear of remnant fleet forces. Nice work, pilot. That's how you do it.
Not a fan of the stutter. If they fix that, I'd be happy. So here we have to intercept the enemy drop ship. And if you die, you are dead. Damn it. Yep, like there. That's also a gun I wish you could ban. I've never felt like the smart pistol was skill, you needed skill, or was even fair. It's just kind of a bullshit weapon. But they kill our entire team. Yep. Alright guys, well that's a look at Titanfall 2. If you found the video helpful, hey, maybe like, subscribe, and you can check out my Facebook and Twitter, and also my Patreon. Links are in the description below. My name has been Dimebot. Thanks for watching. Like what you saw? Click subscribe so you don't miss anything. Or click on one of these other videos.